Good evening, social media. Now that we are officially on the Christmas holiday break, I thought I would share some information with you about old Santa Claus.
For educational purposes, the origins of Santa Claus stem from the historical figure of Saint Nicholas, a 4th century Christian bishop from Myra, in what is now Turkey. Newsflash: Saint Nicholas was black. It is widely accepted that he was of Mediterranean or Middle Eastern descent, given his geographical origin. Over time, his story evolved and was shaped by various cultural and racial interpretations, changing him to White Santa through marketing. The historical Saint Nicholas of Myra was known for his generosity and compassion, particularly towards children and the poor. Stories of his deeds, such as secretly leaving gifts for those in need, laid the foundation for the Santa Claus legend. He lived in the Roman Empire, which included a diverse population, and he likely had features typical of people from the Mediterranean region. Transformation into Santa Claus. Over centuries, the image of Saint Nicholas was adapted by various cultures. In Europe, he became known as Sinterklaas in the Netherlands, which closely resembles the modern Santa Claus. The Dutch brought the Sinterklaas tradition to America in the 18th century, where it merged with other traditions and evolved into Santa Claus. Racial shifts in representation. In Europe and America, artistic depictions of Saint Nicholas and later Santa Claus often reflected the racial majority of the regions creating them. As a result, he was commonly portrayed as white in Western art and literature. The modern depiction of Santa Claus as a jolly, white, bearded man dressed in red was popularized in the 19th century through illustrations by artists like Thomas Nast and later commercialized by companies like Coca-Cola in the 1930s. The debate on Santa Claus's race. Some scholars and activists have pointed out the erasure of diversity in historical and mythical figures, emphasizing the importance of recognizing the diverse origins of figures like Saint Nicholas. Discussions around Santa Claus's race highlight broader issues about representation and inclusivity in cultural traditions. Conclusion: the transformation of Saint Nicholas into Santa Claus involved centuries of cultural adaptation, during which his image was shaped to align with Western ideals. While the historical Saint Nicholas likely had features typical of his black Mediterranean origin, modern representations of Santa Claus reflect the influence of Western culture and commercialization. More of his story with changes the contribution to FTGE agenda of those not black.
Here we go again. Changing history into his story to fit the narrative. What else did y'all